In a mountainous and isolated region, hidden between dense forests and perpetual fog, lay the ominous brown coal mine. My two friends, Jake, Samuel, and I, decided to venture into its depths, curious to discover the mysteries that lay hidden within. The mine stood like a dark, voracious mouth, its jaws open waiting to devour our courage. The air was cold and thick, filled with the smell of damp and decay. The walls of the mine were damp and covered in a black slimy substance, as if the mine itself were alive and exuding its dark essence. Jake, always the most determined, was the first to climb down the dark, sinister opening. Samuel and I followed him apprehensively. Armed with flashlights, we made our way through the twisting, narrow tunnels, the sound of our footsteps echoing ominously in the dark abyss. As we went deeper, the feeling of being watched intensified. The shadows seemed to move and whisper, speaking in incomprehensible tongues. The murmurs were hissing and disturbing, filling our ears with an echo of terror. At one point, we came across a fork in the road. Jake decided to explore a side tunnel while Samuel and I continued along the main path. We continued walking, feeling the oppressive pressure of the darkness around us. Suddenly, a piercing scream echoed through the tunnels, a scream of agony and terror that chilled our blood. It was Samuel. We ran in the direction of the screamer, but found only a stain of blood in his flickering flashlight. There was no trace of him. Panic took hold of us and we began to run frantically, aimlessly, desperate to escape from that cursed place. But the mine seemed like an endless labyrinth. As we fled, we saw glimpses of a dark, monstrous figure moving in the shadows, its eyes glowing with inhuman malevolence. Samuel stumbled and fell, and before he could get up, the creature emerged from the shadows and grabbed him with its sharp claws. I saw the look of terror in Samuel's eyes as he was dragged into the abysmal blackness. A torrent of helplessness and rage washed over me. He wanted to fight, he wanted to save him, but he knew it was useless. I was trapped in a macabre spectacle as my friend was dragged to his tragic fate. Finally, I managed to muster the courage to flee from that hell. I ran without looking back, carrying the echo of Samuel's screams with me. I staggered out of the mine, exhausted and terrified, knowing I would never see my friend again. The brown coal mine has been closed and sealed, but the creatures that inhabit it continue to wait in the depths, lurking in the darkness, ready to trap those who venture into its abyss. Samuel's memory will live with me forever, his face filled with fear, his heartbreaking scream echoing in my nightmares. Thank you for staying until the end. You would help me a lot if you subscribe. That would help this beautiful community grow. It will be with me until a next video.